Yo, hello, welcome to today's stream. I hope you're all doing great today. Bienvenidos al stream de hoy. Espero que os esté yendo bien hoy el día. No puedo creerlo. ¿Es esto un stream de arte de verdad? I can't believe it. Is this a real art stream after so long? I don't believe it. Yep, this cannot be. We're going back to Paint Monday. This is weird. This feels weird. Nah, it's time. It's time to finally do something that is not Paint Monday. It's been months since the last time. But first of all, Yogo Makoyo, Yogo Tetera, welcome! How are you doing? We resurrect, we all resurrect. Even the art streams are resurrecting today. So, ya basta de dolor, no más dolor, ya está, se acabó el dolor. Hoy, prohibido tener dolor. Hoy es el jueves de ¿cómo podríamos llamarlo? Jueves de no dolor, no sé, no se me ocurre nada más original. It's a painless Thursday today. I can think of a better name. Today pain is not allowed. Today, no pain Monday, no pain of any other kind. Today only joy and whimsy and happiness and all that. I don't know. I can't believe it. So, I brought a sketch that I did some time ago, and by some time ago I mean like 2 years or 3 ago. This is one of those sketches that have stayed in my folders, waiting and waiting forever. And now that a specific day is getting close, I figure it might be a good time to work on this. This is something that if you have played the Stairway might look familiar. This is a Stairway related drawing. I said I would be drawing something that is not a chibi, but this is looking very chibi. So I lied. We're gonna be drawing a chibi too, but not just a chibi. I also want to try to draw like the rest of the background. We'll see how that goes. And we're gonna do it in Clip Studio because I want to use Clip Studio more. So we're gonna be using Clip Studio now. Yeah. I am way too used to Paint Tools High, like super used to Paint Tools High. I've always used it, but I want to get used to. Wait a second, cats. Anyway, I want to get used to Clip Studio a little bit more, so we're gonna be using it today. Alright, so I remember having a more clear idea of what I wanted to do with this drawing back then, but first thing I'm gonna do, you know what, let's ignore the cat noises. Let's let the cat do as much noise as he wants. I know I wanted to make the background dark, because in the game there's some parts that have like dark backgrounds, and I think it's what's gonna fit best. What we're gonna do is gonna do a bit of a gradient from black to blue. That's my bright Sylvanus. I don't think it's very Sylvanus shaped, but you never know. Okay. Oh god, this lags a little bit, but this is a Clip Studio issue, so it's not something that's my computer's fault. Wait, I'm gonna make it a bit darker. Let's make it a little bit darker. I'm gonna be experimenting with the brushes because I got some new brushes too that I haven't used much, and I wanna try to get used to them and see what I can do with them. So today is gonna be a day for experimenting and rediscovery. the rediscovery of the joy of art. Because lately, I've only been drawing game dev things and commissions. Which is cool, because I enjoy it. But at the same time, it feels like forever since I last drew something for myself. Even though this is for myself, in a way, it's still game dev related, so I'm still working technically. I cannot escape, but at least it's something that I'm doing more because I want to and not because I need to. So, and it's also old art because I started this sketch years ago and it's been waiting since then. So I'm glad I can finally do something about it. Okay, let's make the sketch like this. Maybe we can make it a light blue. There we go. This way it doesn't look so red and evil. I don't know. It looks like a bit more horror themed than it should be if it's red. Yo-hooo Christian, welcome! Yo-hooo Proxy, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream! Just 10 days left, let's go! I hope it goes well. Make it pink for less evil. It could work too, Oh yeah, actually, not a bad idea. This way it contrasts some more. Yeah. Feels freedom to see you draw again because the last time I've seen you truly draw is when I discovered you, which is a lot of centuries ago. It's so true. It feels like it's been forever. I have done some random doodles from time to time. I don't think I showed them. There's some Limbus Company doodles that I did. I did these ones in Clip Studio. I just wanted to play around with the brushes a little bit, but this is mostly all that I have done outside of commissions and game dev. I really like how the brushes here turned out. I really like the brush strokes a lot. These colors. I really like the colors so much. Just realized got the same brand of tablet you're using. Nice! It's pretty good. It's worked pretty well for me. Sometimes it gets like a weird blue outline on the borders, but it hasn't been happening lately, so I figure it might be just something that happened randomly because of, I don't know, electricity or something. It should be fine now. It hasn't made the tablet work wrong or anything. I don't know. Composition looks interesting. Yeah, thank you. The composition was what I had like most clear in my mind. I hope I can like bring its potential to the fullest. That's a doodle for you. I mean it's not a full illustration. It's just like two portraits. But this was like, I don't know, an hour or so of drawing, more or less. Just some sketching. It's not like super polished, like you can see all these lines if you zoom in close. But I really like how they turned out. I love these two ladies so much. They are from Limbus Company, from the newest Kanto, and I really like both of them a lot. In 1 hour and I show up. Okay, I'm gonna hide in a corner, I'm sorry. I mean, for big illustrations, I always took so much longer. I don't know if there's like anything else I can show that I've done lately. Oh, I guess I also read these, but this one, there's the, how's it called, the speed paint. The speed paint of these is in the channel, so you might have seen it already. Yogajo, welcome! How's it going? No pain Monday today. Today is painless Thursday. Today, no pain allowed. Casually flexing. I don't know, it just feels like it's been forever, and I'm just happy with the few things I've been able to make. It just feels like it's small doodles because I haven't had much time to do anything else. Oh, there's another one. I guess it's alright to show it since it's been a while since Kanto 7. But I also did this one. Yeah. Another one of my Limbus favorites. I'm sorry, all that I have drawn outside of things of game dev and commissions has been Limbus Company. I had to. This is all that I've done lately. This one took a bit more work. This one it's still closer to doodle than full illustration, but I put a lot more work on this one than the other ones. But I really like all of them a lot. Painless Thursday until you hit your shin on the table. No. Sometimes I hit my elbow on the table. So maybe not my shin, but my elbow sometimes suffers. Yeah, no pain today. Today, only happiness, only joy, only rediscovering the fun of drawing and painting. Feed us your art gladly. Today I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna be cooking. So let's go. Let's start cooking. Alright, so I'm gonna need references of the game because this is supposed to be like it's like all the places of the game together. So I'm gonna need references of how I did them. I remember them, but you know, better to always have a reference at hand. I do have some screenshots, but I'm gonna have to check the stream I did about it. Alright. I guess this one works, and this one also works. Speaking of the tablet, do you use an art glove? Sometimes I use it, but I used it more on winter when my fingers were cold. Lately I rarely use it, because it I prefer not to use it as much. I think the microphone did something. I think it's okay now. Anyway, I accidentally hit it for a moment. Yo, Crumpets, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let me put this here on the side. Here. That's a screenshot from the stairway. This is gonna be one of the places that are gonna be down here. Because mine came with one. Yeah? I've also been using the one that came with my tablet, but only during winter, yeah. I've got it right here. I could be using it, but it's really hot right now. And it doesn't really invite wearing gloves. It's not really inviting. Let's be honest. But it's nice if you don't want to like damage the screen. I mean, it's just your hand. It's not really gonna damage the screen. But if you wanna be sure for real, if you don't wanna like dirty it or anything. So there's also this other one. We also need this other one. I'm not gonna use the same colors. I just wanna see how the places were for reference. Because you know, I haven't this is from a long time ago. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. This is from a long time ago, so I haven't worked with these color palettes or type of pixel arts in a long time. Yo, Gardenia, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Art gloves for OCD computer artists and traditional ones. Avoid the smudging. That's true, I guess. I guess it makes sense to wear something traditionally so you don't smudge the page on accident. I think I do use the wristband a lot more often than my glove, the one that came with the tablet. But it's more of like avoiding carpal tunnel and stuff. Right now I'm not using it though because my hand is feeling okay. But from time to time I wear it just in case. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? I really don't know where to begin. I guess we do need we do need to define these a little bit better. I'm not sure if I should do a line art or if I should just paint right away on top of it. You know what? Let's do that. Let's actually paint on top of it. Let's try to figure out the shapes with colors. Let's make it a full-fledged painting. No line art. We paint like desperate artists who don't need line arts. I don't need line arts. Who needs them? I certainly don't. Does my tablet go when my tablet is small? At least if it's small, it's less problem, I imagine. Because with a big tablet, you're gonna have to be moving your hand a lot, but a small tablet is a lot more comfortable for that. The tablets I've used until now have always been kinda on the small side. This one is not really big either, but it's bigger than the ones I used to use before. Now since it has a screen, it does need to be bigger. But it feels comfortable right now as it is. Let's see. Let's just make an overall idea of the colors. I think I'm gonna have to change some of them because I want to improve my color palettes, my color choices. This is gonna be the equivalent of the sketch. Okay. Have I really forgotten what her character design goes like after how much I have drawn her? Oh wait, I've got a chibi. I've got her chibi right here, wait. I've got her chibi right here. I can put her here. Here we go. I think the other colors are gonna work well, because since I wanna give the whole thing a bit of a darker vibe in colors, making it a lot more blue, I think it works to keep darker colors than the ones her chibi has. Let's do it like this. For now, we're just gonna define the shapes. And after that, we'll figure out how to do the background and detail everything. Even if everything right now is like super sketchy. I think the best thing to do to recover like the joy of drawing sometimes is to like get out of the usual process and just try something new. Every time I feel stuck with my style, I try something new. I try painting in a different way. And most of the time it helps. So, there's the umbrella over here. By the way, something related to the game. These art is related to, may or may not be on the works right now. I'm hesitant about recommending the game because it's been so long since I made it, so thinking about people playing it nowadays is a bit embarrassing. Okay, so I remember this part. Let's do a bit of the background because right now we've got the figure, so let's now try to get a bit of the background. This place up here is gonna have to stand out a lot. I think it's gonna be like the part that stands out the most because it's gonna be all like bright yellow, bright gold. Same with this. This is like a staircase. This entire thing, this entire path is supposed to be like a staircase. The game is not called the stairway for no reason. There had to be a stairway somewhere. See the door. Door's over here. I only need to do this part because the rest is hidden behind her. I wonder how many people remember the stairway from years ago. Because it's my most played game. Technically, a lot of people have played it. It's got like 28,000 downloads. But I don't know how much people remember it. I do wonder sometimes. I don't remember how these canals are. Wait, let me check in the. I have my own stream open, so I can check. Wait, they are like triple candles. I see. They are like these. And one person hungry for staircase content is gonna have a blast with this art. Wait, what person hungry for staircase content? There's a staircase fan somewhere. The biggest fan of stairs. I think I've got the perfect game for that. It's a game only about walking on a stairway. There we go. Okay, so the other parts. There's this part over here. I'm gonna do with a bit of a bluish green because I don't want to use greens that are too saturated. This is gonna go over here. Also, this part of the sketch is like indecipherable, so I'm gonna just invent it. I'm just gonna invent it. Let's see. The stairway to heaven. Oh my god. The Omori stairway. There's a stairway in Omori. I haven't played it yet. I need to play it one day. Because I do have it. But I haven't played it yet. Never saw the ending. I know almost nothing about it. never came out on 3DS like they promised. Maybe they are still working on that, because maybe some things like that take time, I guess. I remember the development was a bit of a mystery, because I do remember when the game started development and it got first announced. And then it just like went radio silence for a very long time. People thought that the game would not come out. So it was surprising when in the end it did come out. So I'm glad they were able to make it. Because game development is can be a tortuous path. You never know when a game that you're waiting for is gonna end up cancelled. You played, I'll watch as much as I can. I could play it on stream, I think. I've got it in my list of games to play, but you know, there's all the content warnings and things, and also I know it's a bit of a scary game. I don't know if I'm gonna be brave enough to play it completely. I guess yes. I guess I have played like games with this level of horror at this point. I mean, I'm managing to play Dredge. Somehow I'm getting to the end of Dredge and I'm not being a coward about it. At this point I've gotten so used to most of the threads in Dredge that they are more like minor inconveniences. I got to one of the, I think the last island that I need to go to. And usually I would be freaking out about like fish chasing you, but at this point it's just like minor inconveniences. Like, come on, just let me go, let me do my thing, let me do my fishing. It's not scary anymore. It's just another Thursday. I guess a lot of dealing with the horror in horror games is getting used to it and just like, you know, remembering that it's just a game. Things in the game cannot hurt you in real life, so it will all be fine. I'm still gonna be afraid when something scary happens in Omori, but I guess I'm gonna be a bit more prepared for it. Maybe. Yo, Gelato, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Also said when a gacha game comes out only for it to close its server shortly after. I have so many opinions and thoughts about that, yeah. Most of you are tired of hearing me ramble about it, but I agree with that. And that's the reason why I will never want to make a gacha game with my stories. Online services are the worst because of that. If you want the game to last, do not make it an online service. It's the enemy of game preservation. Okay. This needs to go like this. Here, this whole part, I need to fit like 2 different maps in this little area. So what I'm gonna do is put the most important things of both, which is one of them is a tree. There's a tree over here. This is like a compacted version of the maps of the game. And yet I played them, I'm part of the problem. So true, me too. I mean, doesn't mean that they are not cool games. But at the same time, it's like, why cannot this be like a normal game? Why can't it just be like a normal standalone game? Why does it have to be online service? It could perfectly be like a full release. Okay, I know I've said this a lot of times, but the system has like both its pros and its cons. because the pros that it has are pretty strong. I mean, it can give you money for a longer time than a standalone game can do. You can keep updating it. You can expand it to like levels that an entire release game probably wouldn't be able to. Except, you know, DLCs, which is another kind of worms. But at the same time, you can end up with a world so big that maybe you lose control over it. You don't know what you're doing anymore with it. It's cool because you can, like, I don't know, add more and more characters, more lore. You can make the story as long as you want. But then when the game stops being affordable, when the game stops being like... when it stops giving money, it's just gonna end service and all that stuff is gonna go to nothing. So it sucks. It really sucks. It shouldn't be like that. Because where does all that stuff go? Where does all that world and characters go? It just ends service and goes nowhere, and then no one can enjoy that ever again. It's sad. It's not just like the experience that the players have with the game. It's also like all the effort of the developers of putting all that. Yeah, even buy gacha cards, you rent them. You never know when they're gonna take them away. It sucks. You think of all the content warnings for Omori. Yeah, that's a lot of them. That is a lot of them. I mean, I think I've played games with all of that by now, in the channel even. So I don't think it would be much of a problem on that sense. I mean, there's like very few things that would unnerve me in terms of like this content. But the problem is I'm not very good with jump scares and all that. I do not enjoy them. Even if they are not much, I'm not a big fan of them. So I'll see what I'll do with the idea of streaming Omori at some point. I know it's definitely streamable because more people have streamed it, but I really want to finish everything I start in the channel, so I wouldn't want to leave it unfinished. Okay, here we're gonna put some more trees because we're gonna put the other part of the game that goes here. So there's another map in between these, and there's a house. There are no jump scares from what I remember. Okay, that's good, that's good. It's good if there's no jump scares, then I guess I can play it. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking it. I hope I can finish it the way I imagine it. So there's the house over here. I don't know what perspective I could do this with, because I could do this with a bit of perspective. What if the house is like this? Maybe the house should be a little bit smaller. It's really depressing. I've played really depressing games, and I do like depressing games, so maybe that will not be a problem. I don't really want to play it, because a friend of mine played it and really liked it, and told me, you have to play it! It was like, no, you should not watch a let's play of it. You should play it yourself. So I trust his word. Maybe it would be a good idea to stream it at some point. There's some more trees over here. And the house. There's the dark brown part of the wall over here. And then there's the door. I really like how I did this house in the game. I think it turned out pretty well. Something like this. Later when I detail all the things, it's gonna be a lot more well defined. So other things that are important over here. There's a path. There's actually a path that goes like this. And then a path that goes... It should go over here more or less. And then... let's make this a little bit more blue, maybe? There's something that's very convenient in how this composition is set, and it's that it kind of goes in like a gradient of colors. You've got yellow and orange at the top, then you move on to green, and then you move on to blue. So in a way, it's like a gradient of colors. So another important thing there is here, there's a well. A well over here. And there's also some fields here. It's gonna be barely visible, but we're gonna try to detail it a little bit. There's a space here for more detail. And I guess we can add some trees here and there. Complete everything. I really like making these kind of drawings. I used to do drawings like these all the time on my notebooks. Trying to put like separate places together in some way. Like making a summary drawing of something, of some story. Putting together all the things about it. Something I can do also is... there's one drawing that I was really proud of for the longest time. That was like a drawing of the entirety of Humaniki. I was so proud of that one. Still one of the drawings that I put the most effort, I think. Summary type drawings are indeed fun. They are super fun. Trying to find ways to place all the places together, connecting them, finding ways to connecting them is really fun. Let me see if I can find it, because that Humaniki art is still one of my favorites to this day. I think I've got it. It should be here. It's really old, by the way. It's from... I'm gonna see how old it is when I find it. Oh, here it is! If I showed it, it was probably a long time ago. It's from 2011. It's from 14 years ago. Ah. There it is. The Yumeniki itself. Literally a fan art of Yumeniki, the entirety of Yumeniki. With all the NPCs. I might have missed one or two, but this is the entirety of Yumeniki. Yo, Santi, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Yoko Bersley, welcome! How are you doing? Do you know Plants vs. Zombies? Yeah, I know it! I've never played it myself, but I do have friends who really like it, yep. I've seen it before, so I do know it, yep. Yeah, thank you. I still don't know how I did this. Like, something possessed me and I ended up drawing the entirety of it. Like, it's a mess of colors and shapes, but I managed to put everything together somehow. Everyone is here. Literally everyone is here. Ta-tan. There's even a little guest that is not in Yumeniki, but I added it just for fun. Wonder if you can find it. This is like where's Waldo? This is the Where's Waldo of Yumeniki. Do you see it? Do you see the infiltrated guest? Or I guess I could say it like, tell me, have you seen the marvelous breadfish swimming in the ocean water? The breadfish is not from Yumeniki, but if you know the breadfish, you will recognize it. And everyone is here! Man, it's been so long since this drawing. I still like it a lot. This is what I mean with summary drawings, like putting an entirety of something, tying things together, like for example with the perspective and stuff. Like look at this, for example. I put together the blog world with the cat and witch event here. It's the way of putting all the things together, finding connections and things. Hehe, I really like this drawing still. Okay. Plants vs. Zombies is super fun. It looks really fun, yeah. I think I would enjoy it if I played it. Okay, so the last part is... Wait, I do have the reference of this over here. This is the last part. Well, it's not the last part, it's the second to last part. But this is the part that we need to do now. Yo, Kair, thank you! And welcome! Welcome to the stream. So what I'm gonna do, I've made the green a little bit more blue, and since there's technically not much of a path here, I'm just gonna do this. This is a bit of like a garden area. Yo, Louise, welcome! Art or chibi art, a bit of both. I said I would be drawing something not chibi at last, because I've been only drawing chibis for the past weeks, but I lied, because this is also kinda chibi, so it was once again one of my many lies. I'm so sorry, I failed you all, once again. Once again I end up trapped by my own decisions. What's that? We're gonna add the arcs. So I think it's one of the best ways of representing this part. Yomi lied, who can I trust now? She lied, he believed. I don't know why that made me so funny. Let's put some of the plants over here. I've overlapped with the bubbles, but we're gonna put all that down here. That's gonna be the part for the underwater map. Chibis everywhere. Oh my god, that brings me back. That's such an old meme. It just manifested in my brain right now. Chibis everywhere. Are chocolate nuggets even real? Yes, they are. Yes, they are, of course. Why would they not be? There's no reason for them to not be real. So now there's the fountain over here. You only trust Jorgito. Jorgito would never lie. Yep, Jorgito would never lie. You can trust Jorgito. He's very trustworthy. Good memes never die. They are timeless. Some memes will always be funny. There will always be a space in the world for them. A place in the world for them. Okay, this should go on top of these. And there's like plants on top of it. And there's supposed to be the river also. But we don't really need to put it. There's really no space for it. So I think it's okay not to put it. Yo, Bills, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm finally drawing today after many months of not doing art streams. Well, technically I have done art streams, but it was just chibis for a challenge. So now at last I'm drawing something a bit more complex. I'm happy I can finally draw something for myself. Okay, let's put the water. The water is gonna go all the way over here. And here is gonna be the underwater part. I don't know if it's visible. Oh, it's not visible. Like the part that puts together the water and the ground. Okay, should be. Should be something like this. Now we put the water here. I'm gonna add a lot of flowers in this area because this area is supposed to be some sort of garden, so we need to add some flowers to it. It's also gonna add a touch of color because right now there's a lot of green, but see, it kind of makes like a gradient. It wasn't planned at all, but somehow it makes a gradient. It's nice. I like it. So this part over here, I have an idea. Because the water area is a bit like an aquarium. So we can maybe do something like the fish tanks in a dark blue. Kind of like they are floating here. And then we can put the jellyfish on top of everything. Oh. And the floor should also be a little bit darker, I think. Like the area that we need to do now is this one. Ta-da! There's also gonna be bubbles and stuff. So we need to make this a darker blue. I think we like it's like part of the water somehow. Now we can make it a little bit darker. This one maybe? A bit more saturated. We'll figure this out completely once I start detailing everything. For now it's just figuring out the sketch. And the jellyfish maybe can be in the upper layer. There we go. Maybe we have an idea. If we put the bubbles down here and here, even if it overlaps with the background, I think it can still look good. It's gonna add some more detail to it. So now we can add some more detail over here. We can add a bit more of the stairway. At the end of it here. And the lights. I think this works as an initial sketch. You can now hide the sketch. And we've got a pretty good overall idea of what the drawing is gonna have to be. Jellyfish are so pretty, deadly but pretty. So true. They are my favorite animals actually. I really like them. They are so cool. They feel so alien, right? Sometimes it's hard to believe that they are like animals. They feel very otherworldly. So cool. Walk away for an hour to take care of some orders. Yomi progresses this far. Wait, it's already been an hour. Oh my god, it's already been an hour. Oh shit. Okay, so let's start adding some details. Because I think what we can do now that we've got the sketch technically, I'm gonna put everything in a folder. Yeah, it felt like 20 minutes. It passed by super fast. It went by super fast. Okay. I'm gonna use another brush for this. Because I want to try out some more brushes of Clip Studio. I've got some cool pencil brushes that I've used before, but I can try to use them now for this. Yeah, time waits for no one. It goes really fast. I do want to do some things with lines, but I'm gonna do it like if it was a painting. I'm gonna do the lines at the same time that I make them, as if it was part of the painting. I think that's gonna be for the best. Yo, Gardenia, welcome! Indeed, La Estrella Escalera! There she is! La Estrella herself! It is Stella indeed! Let's make this a little bit more over here. I had this drawing for like 3 years or so. I did the sketch a long time ago, but then I never finished it. I was like, wow, I have this idea for the drawing. It would be cool to do it for like the 10th anniversary of the game. And the 10th anniversary is like some weeks away now, so... It is time now. Now it's time to do this. Yo, Juan, bienvenido. ¿Qué tal? Bienvenido al stream. It's full of alien-like creatures. Watch a documentary on super deep-sea creatures and some look like they belong in a sci-fi movie. Wait, was it the Blue Planet? Was it the Blue Planet documentary? Because I watched that many times. I was obsessed with that documentary when I was a kid. I really liked it. That documentary made me also obsessed with these, with deep-sea creatures. I loved it so much. One of my favorite is the Mythic Magna Pina. Wait, let me check. How is this? Oh, it's the vampire squid. Wait, no, not vampire squid. Big fin squid. The big fin squid. Those are so scary. Those are legitimately scary. Look at this guy. This is gonna be jump scare material, so bear with me. Look at this guy. The big fin squid. This is a terror of the sea. Like, this can only be some sort of cryptid. It's so weirdly shaped. It's like a puppeteer, right? It's right out of a horror movie, yep. Saludos desde el cerro más alto de mi tierra. Ahí arriba te llega el wifi. Pásalo bien. ¿Cómo de alto está? ¿Has tenido que ir andando hasta allí? It's like an alien, yeah. It's truly like an alien. So this... It's fun so far to work this way. Wait, God, what are you doing? There's a cat in the sofa. Looks like a flying hermit crab with a bunch of sticks stuck to it. It's goofy in a creepy way. I feel like it looks like a puppeteer. It's like the, you know, those the sticks and thread with which you hold a puppet. It looks a lot like that. It's like a puppet holding like a puppet strings. I don't know. Yes, the gulper eel. The gulper eel is the best. That was one of my favorites too. It's so silly. The pelican eel. It's such a silly guy, but it's so cool. I also really like those glowy jellyfish that don't have they don't have tentacles. They are like just an orb that glows in the depths. It's so cool. The puppet became the puppeteer. Yeah. This guy, the gulper eel. I love it so much. The mouth is bigger than the rest of the fish. It can eat things bigger than itself. So cool. It's a tiny puppet with a poofy head. It is. It's like these are the little legs, and then these are the arms holding the strings, and then it has a puffy head. Okay, let's see. Scissorfish, let me check. I don't remember this one. Oh, that's so cute. There's this one. Oh, another one that I really like was the tripod fish. There's a fish that has like these sticks that make it like be able to stand like it's a tripod. Look at that, scissorfish. It's tiny. It's also very shiny. Yo, hello and welcome. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Japanese spider crab. It's 12 feet tall. That's like more than 2 yomis. That's bigger than that's bigger than 2 yomis. Scary. That's scary. Yeah, tripod fish. Is there any picture of the tripod fish? Look at this guy. Look at this guy, it's so funny. Okay, I'm sorry I'm getting sidetracked. I need to show the fish. But you need to see this. Look at this guy. It's got fins like a tripod. It just stands like this. How did this fish evolve to be like this? Like, for what reason? Why? I love the tripod fish. Has a stable life. You could almost call it a horse fish because it has a stable life. Perfect fish for divers to put their cameras on. True. It is a bit like a fish with legs. It looks like it has legs. 3 legs. So someone lost count. And there was another one that I really liked. I think it was a chimera fish. Yeah, the chimera fish. It's really cool. It has like eyes that stare into the abyss. It's a cute fish. Look at this guy. Chimera fish. Ta-chan. And there's another picture where it looks like it's staring into the abyss. Look at this. It's looking right through your soul. Mudskippers are other fish that kind of have legs. Oh yeah, like the Pokemon! Yeah, like Wooper. True. Well, more like Clodsire. I know that's not a fish on legs. This one is though. Look at that. Fish on legs. Yoga Lamprey, welcome! the visual face, the one with the light, they're always female. Oh yeah, that's true. The males always like they bite them in the stomach and kind of become part of them. They are it's wild. It's really wild. They are much smaller and they just stay there forever. It's super wild. Fish are so alien when you think about it. Like, the ways that the evolution can go are wild. It has a headache. It has seen too much. Parece algo que pondrías en una maqueta del colegio. Truly, nature stronger than fiction. Fish are so cool. They live in a really wild environment. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. You know, I've been playing Dredge, so I've been thinking about fish a lot lately. And I was thinking about this the other day, like, imagine having to live down there with no light, with the pressure of like a transatlantic ship on top of you. It's that's certainly a way to live. Like, how do they do it? I came from waters they had plenty of time to experiment and they still do it. Evolution went to wild places with the ocean. It's so cool. It's truly otherworldly, but at the same time it's from this same world, so so cool. Fish are so cool. Let's not forget that starfish can regenerate. They can regenerate from just one leg. And let's also not forget that lobsters are immortal. Lobsters are technically immortal. And that everything is destined to return to crab. Carcinization is real. Let's try to add her face. I wonder if I should make the head a little bit bigger. I think it would work. I feel like it's looking a bit small now. Immortal and ever growing, yeah. Usually they just die because they can't grow anymore. They can't keep up with their immortality. It's like, whoa. The country tried to kill starfish, tearing them apart, but they encountered more and more with time, eventually becoming a bigger problem. They just made it worse by making them multiply. It's wild. That's like horror movie plot material. Take care, Christian. Thank you so much for coming. Only thing that kills lobsters is that molting starts taking too much energy for them to wiggle out of their shell. Yeah, they cannot. They cannot. They end up like unable to keep up with it. It's incredible. Let's add the eyes. Wait, I've got a lot of tabs right now, and they are all full of fish. Let's close some of them. Goodbye, Goldbaril. You will always be famous. I love the Goldbaril so much. We need more fantasy content about the deep oceans. So true. There's so much potential. Okay, let's see. How are we gonna do the eyes? should be looking this way. Let's see. Maybe if we don't get more fantasy content inspired in deep oceans, we're gonna have to make it. Wait, no, Yomi, don't start thinking about new ideas. I shouldn't. I shouldn't think about more game ideas. There's a neat little story called Self Screenshots. Packaged like a game, but it's really a fictional documentary. What is it about? Sounds interesting as a format. So cool. Well, I guess the dredge kinda counts as like fantasy content about deep oceans, right? I'm really enjoying dredge, by the way. It's so cool. Now that I feel a lot more brave, I can play it without problems, and I'm enjoying it a lot more. Yo, the silent witness, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Tweet after finish at least one project, please. Yeah, I will. I promise. I will wait until I have finished. ¿Y si dibujamos dinosaurios? Algún día quizá dinosaurios. Los dinosaurios también son muy geniales, pero sabemos menos de ellos que de los peces del mar, supongo. New game means new characters, which means the chibi character challenge expands. Yep, that's the main problem. And also that it takes so long to finish each project. I need to finish them before I start something new, you know? Otherwise I'm not gonna finish anything. I need to keep working. Los dinosaurios del FGO en Brasil con una metralleta en sus pequeñas manos. Creo que me quedé muy atrás en FGO, porque eso me deja muchas preguntas. Imagine if you got isekai'd by Truck-kun and she was forced to be in the same universe as all her OCs. Oh no, that's a bad idea. That's bad for me. My stories would no longer be fantasy, they would be like reality and I would have to live through it. Porque se les ocurre tener un esqueleto que no se puede fosilizar. ¿Qué bacon? Ok, eso ha sido muy gracioso. Sé que querías decir bajón, pero bacon. Bacon me ha hecho mucha gracia. Imagínense lo que sabemos sobre peces de la época del Devónico. Yo me acuerdo de cosas así prehistóricas. Los insectos gigantes. Something I think about a lot about like prehistoric times that would be cool to know more about. The giant insects. Like, what do you mean? That there were dragonflies the size of my arm? Or bigger than that? Like, holy shit. It's so incredible to think about. No recuerdo de qué época eran exactamente, pero siempre pienso en las mecaneuras, creo que eran. Las super libélulas, que son super gigantes. The ancient dragonflies could be several yomis long. That's incredible. A bit scary, but it would be so cool to see. Because we're so used to insects being so small. It's... I don't know. It's weird to imagine them being super big. Okay, I'm gonna change brush for some of these. Because I do have a marker brush that I like to use a lot for shading. Tengo un pincel que me gusta mucho usarlo para sombreado. Así que voy a usarlo para ahora. Let's go. Scorpion the size of a Great Dane. Earth used to have those. Man, Earth has changed so much. To think that we're only the tiniest part of the history of Earth. There's so much that came before us. But let me do this in another layer because the colors are getting mixed a little bit. And I want to prevent that. ¿Qué tal Clip Studio Paint? Muy bien. Sigo estando más acostumbrada a Paint Toolside, pero Clip Studio me gustan mucho los pinceles que tiene. Y quiero poder usarlo más para poder sacarles lo más posible. Porque sí que me gustan mucho los pinceles que hay. Es muy cómodo, la verdad. Una vez te acostumbras a las herramientas básicas, es muy fácil darle uso. Me ha costado encontrar pinceles que me gusten de verdad, pero me encantan estos, por ejemplo. Pasa que tengo que usarlos más para acabar de acostumbrarme. It's been... For a while, I had the problem that there was no brushes that felt like truly right when I was painting and stuff. I think because I've been only using Paint Toolside, so I got used to the brushes there. That they became a bit stale for me. I still like them, but it's that. I feel like they are limiting my potential. So right now I'm trying to use the ones in Clip Studio. New brushes that I really like. That I feel can get me to the next level, you know? Gotta experiment some new stuff to improve my art. Also, how big is this? I think this illustration is not really big. I think we could make it bigger actually. It might be better for painting. What if we make it this big? Okay, the real size now is this. This is the real size of the drawing now. Oh wait, we can put it like this. It's gonna be a lot more visible. There we go. El cangrejo herradura viendo cómo sobrevive otra extinción masiva esperando para hablar con alguien otra vez. Increíble el cangrejo herradura. Son maravillosos. Es como que ya ha encontrado su forma perfecta, es como no necesita evolucionar más. Ya es como tiene que ser. Like this maybe. ¿A usted le interesa el tema de la paleontología? Me gustaba mucho de pequeña. Siempre me ha gustado mucho en general. Aunque no esté como súper metida en ello, siempre es algo que es interesante de escuchar y ver qué cosas nuevas han descubierto. I really like this marker brush for example, the hair. I'm gonna do something for the hair that might work out maybe. First let's do a bit of an outline. I think it's gonna be the first step. Painting hair is one of the most fun parts for me. Pintar cabello es una de mis partes favoritas a la hora de pintar. Cangrejo herraduras son friend shaped y tienen sangre azul, perfecto para un oce vampiro. Pero beben sangre. Eso es lo más vital para un oce vampiro. Recuerdo ver un documental de los herradores que los llamaban fósil viviente y yo el primo me preguntaba cómo los revivieron como en Pokémon. Quizás sí, quizás sí son. Quizás siempre fueron como Pokémon. I'm gonna paint the hair this way. I've been painting hair this way lately and it gives an interesting result. So the idea is to make like the borders of the light and then you blur the outside border. And now you've got the light. I feel like the shape didn't turn out so well though. I'm gonna redo it. It should be a bit more curved, like this. Like following the size of the head. There we go. Siempre todo se conecta a Pokémon. Quiero decir, hablando de evolución, ¿qué cosa más hay de evolución sino Pokémon? That's some extra lines, maybe like these. So I don't just want to add the light in the hair, I also want to detail the rest of the hair, like these. Maybe I can zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, something I forgot. The ears. I completely forgot her ears. Se me olvidaron sus orejas. Nadie me dijo. No one told me I had forgotten her ears. Ah. There we go. Creí que el pedo cubría las orejas, no me culpes. No pasa nada, yo tampoco me di cuenta. Hace mucho que no la dibujo. It's been a long time since I last drew her, I didn't realize. That's a little bit. Yeah, thank you, Gelato. Take care. Thank you so much for coming. I'll do my best. I'm gonna try to make as much progress as I can. Darwin fue el primer maestro Pokémon y campeón de liga. Él fue el primero en completar la Pokédex. Tenía su propia Pokédex cuando lo piensas. Darwin had his own Pokédex when you think about it. He was the first Pokémon master, or at least one of the first. But there was certainly more of them. ¡Yo soy bravo! ¿Qué tal? Muchas gracias. Me alegra escuchar eso. Y bienvenido al stream. Tiene su propia rana, es verdad. Le dejaron poner su nombre a una rana por ser el primer maestro Pokémon. Yo, Marius, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Fossil Pokemon were very unrealistic. How can a rock dragon fly? Maybe the rocks are empty. You know, like bird bones. Maybe the rocks are just empty, so they don't weigh as much. Could be. Who knows? Let's make this part of the eyes a bit darker. Let's add some light to her eyes. Vamos a añadir un poco de luz en sus ojos. Así se van a ver más completos. There we go. She's looking a lot more complete already. Ya se está viendo mucho más completa. Do you go to any cons, like TwitchCon or other VTuber events? Nah, those are usually very far away from me. I am from Spain, so there aren't that many streamer cons here. I rarely go to any cons in general. Darwin, el hermano de Gumball, otro Darwin. El que inventó la gravedad, sí. Quién sabe, quizás son el mismo. Nunca hemos visto los dos en una misma habitación, ¿verdad? We've never seen both Darwins in the same room. It could be the same person, you never know. You know, the inventor of gravity? Oh no, good luck, Alfarius. I hope that you can get her. Yogo Franchu, ¿qué tal? Hoy al fin estoy dibujando. At last today I'm drawing. It had been a long time. I'm happy. Es que no sé mucho de Pokémon. Bueno, Darwin creo que no es de Pokémon. Is VTubing big in Spain? Not really. There are a lot of Spanish VTubers, but definitely not as many as in many other countries. But I know there's a lot of them here. Yep. I think there's even a database of Spanish VTubers. I remember seeing it around. Oh wait, let's make a save. Los VTuber y fans americanos hacen envidia con todo lo de Offkai. Es verdad, creo que falta poco para Offkai, ¿cierto? Soon there's gonna be Offkai, I think. I know some VTuber mutuals who are going there. Want to know how big it is there? I'm not sure also. I'm exactly not sure how big it is. Like, I know there's a lot of them, but since I don't get that involved with the Spanish VTubing community, I don't get really involved with any VTubing community in general. I'm just here doing my thing, to be honest. I wouldn't be able to say how big it is. Let me see if I can find it though, because I know there is one. Maybe I can find it for you. Let me see. ¿Le inventó el bombillo? Creo que ese se llamaba Edison. Creo. A ver. No sé si lo encontraré, pero... I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Let's see, Spanish VTuber database. Oh, list, I think. This one. although this one includes Spanish speaking in general, so it doesn't include only Spain. It's in general Spanish speaking. Is there any way to see Spanish? Ah, look! I found it! Here! Here you can find a bunch of Spanish speaking VTubers from Spain. Yay, no problem! Blue Archive will launch on Steam in the 24th of this month. Nice! Are you gonna play it? That's true, the other day Shadowverse 2 launched. I've been tempted to play it. It's been a while since I played Shadowverse, so I was tempted to reinstall Shadowverse 1 because I miss it. But my computer has no space. And my phone is also a bit suffering, so maybe someday in the future. If they fly you out to the cons, you seem pretty big out there. I think I found you on the lists. Sadly, I am super broke. I cannot really fly out of the country. Maybe someday, but I'm not much of a big traveler. I rarely go out of my house even. Like, traveling is fine, but it's not one of my favorite things. Because I get homesick really easily. I'm really comfy in my house. Her face looks so cute, thank you! I really like how she's turning out. I'm trying a slightly different kind of chibi than usual. I think it's looking nice. Let's get the gradient down here. What is VTuber? VTuber is another VTuber database. Yep. You can find a lot of deep VTubers from all over the world. By the way, if you want to check out other VTubers, make sure to check out Piedralina. She's right here in the chat, and she's also a VTuber. She also streams. And she also does really cool art and plays games. So do check her out. She's a rock girl, and she rocks. Go check her out, please do. You better. Heard rumors that she does art, but maybe that's a myth. Maybe. Say the legends that she was working on art just 1 or 2 days ago. I think yesterday. I'm gonna kidnap you and bring you to Mexico one day, cats included. I really wanna go. That's one of the places I would make an exception and I would travel to, because I wanna go visit the Lina with my cats included. I didn't say anything about the kind of art. I didn't say anything. I just said art. I just said, you know, art. Nothing else. Get along well with spicy stuff, Yomi. I love spicy food. I really like the spiciest curry. I think the spiciest curry I've eaten is Java curry. I really liked it. Eating local pozole, local cochinita pibil. Oh, I really want to. Oh my god. Because the only cochinita pibil I've eaten is the one that my dad makes. And according to Lena, it was pretty accurate to the real thing, so my dad was really proud of that. And I also had pozole that Lena made. and it was also really good. It tasted like popcorn soup. It's so good. It seemed like it would be a lot more spicy, but it wasn't spicy at all. It was just like very bright red. So it looks spicier than it actually is. But it was really good. It is making me wanting to out of my house. There's good food out there. I guess that's the motivation to get out of the house. There's food out there. I've also tried like green curry and red curry. I love so many different kinds of curries. I love spicy food so much. It was super red. It had like a lot of chiles, right? The guajillo chiles. Choco curry! Choco curry is actually something that is a normal thing. Adding chocolate to curry is actually something that's done very often, and it actually combines really well. Yoko Nirvan and Yoko Lappy, welcome! Look at what I'm cooking! Ta-chan! It's the stairway itself! Can you believe this? The return of the stairway! Ta-chan! It's a sketch that I started a long time ago, like the sketch itself is this, wait. I made this sketch like ages ago, like 3 years ago or so. And I made it thinking, wow, it would be so cool to finish this drawing for the 10th anniversary. And then I abandoned it for a long time, and now I'm trying to get it done. Because the 10th anniversary is right around the corner. So I gotta finish it now. Let's see. It's an actual recipe, unlike chokonagis. Chokonagis are also an actual recipe. Because if I have made it, it means it exists. Send my congratulations to the chef. I will do my best to keep cooking. The chef says thank you. The 10th anniversary of what? Of the stairway! Of my very first RPG Maker game! Let me put it in the chat actually, because I haven't put it in the chat, but at the same time, this is recommending my oldest game, and it's a little bit embarrassing. If you want, wait, check out the game this art is about. If you want, there it is, the stairway. It's gonna be 10 years old in some weeks. My very first RPG Maker game. My first child, you could say. The way of the star, indeed. Stairway, the way of the star. I also really recommend checking it out because soon something related to it may or may not be coming out. Perhaps. Mayhaps even. Or also, perchance. soon. The stairway to now it's an elevator. It would be like the meme with the thick book and the short book. The thick book, the stairway. The short book, the stairway, if there was an elevator. Okay, now the fence. The stairway 3, but it's actually a slide. I mean, we gotta go down some way, right? If the first two parts are going up the stairways, this next part, the sequel, is gonna have to be going down, right? It makes sense. The slide. Okay, wait. This hand should go like this. It was very... I mean... how to say this? It's not my best work, definitely, but it was my very first project, so... it's how I learned to start making games. So just because of that, I feel like I have to be proud of it. If I hadn't made the stairway, I wouldn't be where I am now. I learned a lot of things with it. Let's add the... umbrella like this. Definitely gameplay wise and narrative wise, there's so many things that I would improve if I made this game nowadays, but at the same time, I don't know. It's what I made back then, so I don't think it needs to be anything more than that. I was learning, after all. And a lot of people enjoyed it, so that's more than enough. That's all that I need from this game. If people enjoyed it, that's all that I need to know. To this day, it's still the game of mine that has the most downloads. It has like 28,000 or so. Let's see. Really fit this. Fix the shape. Maybe I need to tone down this orange a bit. I think we're gonna do that. Right now it looks very saturated. Let's continue. make this with dark purple. This also means that it's been over 10 years since I started making games. That's a long time. And in all these 10 years I've made a lot of projects so far. Even some that have never been released. So it's more than what I have posted. I hope to keep making even more. Okay, there needs to be this part of this. Yeah, I'll do my best. The next thing that I'm gonna release, the one that I talked about in the latest post of coffee, it's probably gonna be something interesting. Because I've been planning for this 10th anniversary of the Stairway for a while. There we go. How do these colors look on my other screen? I think not so bad actually. Maybe the hair is looking really dark in comparison. Maybe it's time to start adding some more lights. Good thing is that I can use this darker color to give the impression that this is darkened because it's under the umbrella. So we're gonna do a little trick for that. We're gonna paint the light. Everything that's outside of the umbrella, it's gonna be a lighter color. She looks all chocolate. Her hair is made of chocolate. And this part is gonna be lighter. I'm gonna have to redo a bit of the shadow, but I think it's going the right way. This part also needs this. It kind of gives the impression that this is because it's under the umbrella, I think. Maybe the floor also needs to be a little bit bigger. sitting a little bit better now. Let's go. Paint a bit of outline. Need to be careful not to press the pen too much on the tablet, because I feel like sometimes I end up pressing it really hard. And I don't want to scratch the tablet. I need to be careful. A little bit careful. Maybe we can try to do some of the details around her. Let's see. How about some volume for the door? For the door. This Spin Monday looks a little weird, right? Yo, Paper, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're doing Happiness Thursday today. Today pain is not allowed. We do have chibis though. We still have chibis. But it's happy painless chibis this time. The chibis at least are forever. Someday I'll draw something that is not a chibi, I promise. Let's get this door done. I feel like the perspective of the door right now is not quite right. So let's fix it a little bit. We should go a bit more over here. Even without the pain, the chibis persist. The chibis are eternal. There's no getting rid of them. Oh, something cool that we can do, I think, is trying to do the floor. Because this floor, I think we can do it with some special brushes. First I'm gonna do a bit of the border, like this. Just with the texture that we've got. Another thing I'm gonna do is gonna be adding some other color to it. Because right now with just this color, maybe it's a little bit flat. So what we can do, let me check in here. Something we can do is add a bit of a shadow. Yo-hooo, welcome! At last painting! At last I can draw! I'm happy. Welcome to the stream! if we can add something else to the shadow. For now I'll put it like this. I do have an idea to complete this upper part a little bit more, but for now we're just gonna do it like this. And then this part, I think we need to make it a little bit more rounded. This one can be a bit more round. Freedom for now. Pain Monday will continue. Pain Monday will never end. This over here. Since this platform is not exactly flat, we're gonna add a bit of thickness to it. We're gonna make it so there's a little bit of floor below. It's like winter is coming, but pain is coming. It's inevitable. Next Monday, when you least expect it, the next chapter of Pain Monday comes. Like a storm, or something like that, I don't know. Pain is coming. Somehow that came to mind like that video that goes, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out. Somehow it came to mind like that. Okay. To give it the feeling of stars, we're gonna use the spray brush. Wait, no, don't crash. Let's save, just in case. I don't want Clip Studio to crash. Let's use the brush for this. Very easy way to add stars around everything. Look at how nice this looks. This is one of the things that makes me wonder why haven't I been using Clip Studio sooner? Like, holy shit, look at that. I don't have to draw all the stars one by one anymore. I can just do this. I just put the brush here and there's particles. It works. It's magical. And I can make small ones and then I can make the brush bigger and we can make bigger ones. Look at how cool this looks. Big Yomi, I had to get very close. What's her name? Her name is Stella. You can see her chibi here. The chibi from Pain Monday. Ta-chan! This is Stella. She's the protagonist of the game that this art is for. The game is available, by the way, if you wanna play it. It's linked up there in the pinned message of the chat. Next you'll tell me you don't have to draw all the blades of grass one by one. About that, funny that you mention it. But Clip Studio also has a grass brush. Amazing! Look at that! I will never have to draw the blades of grass one by one. Ever again! Oh, Kupsi Paint has an autosave. You have to deactivate it, I think. I should. If I haven't, maybe I should. For now, it's working well. Yeah. Clip Studio is magical. There's so many good brushes in it. Like, look at that. There's a grassland brush in case you just want to make like the grass from far away. There's also a cloud brush. You can just make clouds just like that. There's even more complicated stuff like fallen leaves with details and everything. Is there an airbrush? If you count the eraser as an airbrush to draw air, yes. But there's all that you can imagine. You know what there also is? Trees. Is there a Yomi brush? No, there's no Yomi brush. Sadly there's no Yomi brush. But look at that, there's a ground brush also. Look. Hey. It's like for the sand and everything. There's even books in case you don't want to draw the entirety of the books in a I don't know why it's not showing too well, but in case you don't want to draw all the books of a shelf, you can just do that. There's also rubble, like rocks and stuff. And all these are default ones, yeah, all of these are for free. Yep. I know there's a chain brush, but maybe a lot of them are. Oh yeah, look at that. Chain brush. That's it. You don't have to draw it. You can just like use the brush. There's more. There's also lace. Look at this. Beautiful. 10 Renaissance painters died for this app. Every time that you use the brush, the painters have to paint the pattern super fast. They are working for us all the time. There's frills, there's braids even. These ones are not that visible, but buttons. There's a zipper even. There's a this one is like, I don't know what I would use this one for, but look at that. This one is like the entire thing painted already. It's like you can make necklaces this easy. There you go. The Nomura brush. The chain look. We need a belt brush. That would truly be the Nomura brush. And there's more stuff. There's effects. Look. Sparkles. There's the sparkles. I should use this one for adding more sparkles and stars. There's glitter. Well, this glitter is like very, very... There's roses even. Oh, they appear without the lines. Cherry? Oh, cherry blossoms. There's petals. There's feathers. Anything that you can imagine. Some of them work better if you choose the first color from those two squares in below. Oh yeah, true. True, wait. I forgot that I had the second color chosen. Look. You can see the details now. I forgot about that. Look at that. You do this and there's already roses. You don't have to draw them anymore. There's even other effects like even those soft circles. This one is barely visible because it needs to be like this for doing cool lights. Ta-ta! There's even bloodstains. Ta-ta! There's a lot of things. Oh look! Maybe this one I could use it. There's the stars. I could just put them around here. But I think I'm gonna prefer the sparkles. Also, look. This would be so useful for backgrounds. There's so much stuff. All these are default ones, by the way. All of this is default. It comes with the program. It almost feels like I'm doing a what's it called? A sponsored stream or something. Clip Studio, you need to pay me now. Okay, let's keep doing this. You got to revive the over-decorated Bling Master games. Those have never truly died, though. I find those on like the GIFs all the time. There's so many of those. Let's add some of these. And we also need to add some stars in the background. But those are gonna be lighter stars. Gonna make them like this. Ta-da! I use Clip Studio and don't even know how to blend with it. It's hard to get used to when you're starting. There's still a lot of tools that I feel like I'm not using to their biggest potential. Still, you don't really have to blend to do art if your style doesn't require it. Blending is optional. Let's add this. Oh, we're gonna add some blue ones too. Usually the colors I do for stars are blue and yellow. Sometimes I add some pink ones and white. Look at that, it already looks really nice. Yomi Gardenia too. Yomi Gardenia. Been using it for like 2 years and I know maybe 20% of the program. Same. There's still so much that I'm discovering every time I use it. I want to use it so much more because of that. I want to make the most of it. Oh. Okay, let's add... I'm gonna use the sparkles, I think. Where are the sparkles effects? Here. Because this way I can add them around here. Boom, boom. Maybe blue ones here. Blending is optional. Can you do lighting otherwise? Yeah. You can always do lighting with just the brush. For example, I could do... Oh wait. There were some dots that had infiltrated the coloring. For example, most of the brush strokes here, I haven't blended them at all. Sometimes you can just use the brush and leave the texture of the brush as it is. For example, if I do this, I can just do this. And I can just leave it like this. I don't have to blend it. This one. I'm gonna have to add a lot of lines in the shirt. Still a lot of detail missing. But maybe we can do more of the background first. Naruto got it. Toku artists are gonna have a field day with the rose tool. So true. So useful. I should use those tools more. But I do like drawing the roses myself. Let's try to do the stairway here. This one's gonna be difficult. I think having the railing of the staircase is gonna add a lot to it. I still need to add that. Okay. Let's do this with a bit of volume. Because this goes like this. We need to give it the shape of the staircase. Maybe this one would pick out a little bit from here. There's gonna be a weird change of perspective. Let's see if we can do it well. Tricky perspective. Oh yes, something about the lights and blending. I think from how I do it and how I've seen that people do it and recommend, it's good to mix a little bit of both. Sometimes some shadows need to be harder than others, and sometimes they need to be a bit softer and blended. It really depends on what is projecting the shadow. For example, if it's like a direct shadow, if it's something that's right on top of the surface, probably the shadow is gonna be a lot stronger. But if it's something that's a little bit more far away, or if it's like a volume shading, then that would mean that the shadow needs to be a lot more blended. So I think the best idea is to mix a bit of both most of the time. At least that's how I do it. I like to do it that way, but I still need to practice a lot with shading. There's still a lot we have to learn. This is not looking that much like a staircase right now. This part needs a bit better perspective. This goes up a little bit. I like how this is turning out in the end. I wasn't so sure where to go with it at the beginning, because it's such an old sketch and all. Sometimes it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna like get the exact vibe that I was going for. But I think it's looking more or less how I wanted it to look. This one goes like this. I hope I can have it in time for the 10th anniversary. Okay, let's ignore the flower a little bit at the moment. Okay, more or less it's giving the perspective it should. Still need to fix this part over here, but we'll do that in a moment after I finish with this. Maybe I need to use a harder brush so it's easier. We're gonna have to pretend that this makes complete sense, perspective-wise. As long as it gives the right effect, I think it's okay if it's a little bit surreal. I've kind of lost track of how this should go. Okay, this is supposed to be the surface. I guess we can blur the perspective here a little bit more. It can be something a little bit more like this. Now what a happy little tree, because everyone needs a friend. That's true. There's gonna be so many of them here though. Yeah. All these trees are gonna be friends. And here there's gonna be the flower. Flower is also gonna be a friend of the trees. just by erasing this, we can do a little bit of the perspective. This in the middle is where the perspective twists a little bit, but I guess that's fine. It already gives the impression that it should. Maybe if we move this one a little bit more here. The important thing is to keep defining the shapes, and then we can keep painting on top of them to get them how they should be. Also, never mind that Stella looks way bigger than the rest of the entire thing. It's an artistic choice. This is how it's supposed to be. It's, you know, the perspective. It's a very forced perspective. Oh, and something that we're missing here. This is supposed to be a cliff, so there should be ground underneath. There should be more gray. Like this. She's half giant, yep. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. It's intended. There we go. Okay. I think this door, what we can do, because something still looks a bit off with the perspective of the door. What I think we can do is add a little bit of it on the top, so it looks like we're looking at it from above. That's gonna give it a bit more of the perspective that we're seeing Stella in. There we go. Pretty good progress actually, look at that. Yoko Bloom, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Look at this. So far we've gone from this to all of this. It's quite a difference so far. Yeah, what, you're doing fine. Let's save. I'm gonna drink some water. And let's do like, I don't know, 30 minutes more. Maybe... I wanna fix the door a little bit more up here. Maybe we can add some of the decorations of the door. Let's paint it a little bit like this. Let's do these first, and then we'll be able to do the umbrella. The umbrella will probably be a little bit more difficult. Which layer are the stars in? Ah, this one. Let's use the pencil brush. Maybe this will work. This is. And for the door itself, there's some patterns in it that I don't know if I have a close-up screenshot available. Let me check if I do. Oh yeah, I do have it! Wait. We have the best reference for this. Let's see. Here. I have exactly a screenshot of this place. Let's put it here. Oh, Yuminiki. We've got the reference of the door. We can now try to draw these details of the door. Look at that. That's gonna be something. I'm gonna put it here. Let's make save. And now we can try to paint the door. I think the best way will be the darker part of the door. This door seems way wider than this one, but let's just say it's the perspective, you know? You think there's a brush that can put the entire door pattern automatically? Probably there is. I wish I had a brush like that. It would make things so much easier. Yomi Picasso. I think Picasso used to draw a little bit more abstract. Okay, let's see. With this brush better. I just realized something I had never noticed. I made a little mistake with the tiles of the door. Have you noticed it? Have you noticed that here in the door there's dark pixels in the corners? Oh, I never realized. More like Da Vinci? Am I more like Da Vinci? No way. I always remember the Da Vinci video. Who drew the Mona Lisa? Da Vinci? Yo, but Robbie, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! So what I'm gonna do is darken this part of the door a bit more. I'm gonna blur it a little bit. Yo, Tarif, you're welcome! How's it going? Those dark pixel art stylistic choices. Yeah, that was it was on purpose, totally. It was, you know, to go with the dark background. With a pretty girl, this is Stella, the protagonist of the game this art is for. Ta-chan! It's the game linked in the pinned message of the chat if you wanna check it out. It was my very first RPG Maker game. The one that's gonna be 10 years old in some weeks. I'm a bit embarrassed to recommend it, but it's gonna be relevant soon again because of reasons. So if you wanna check it out, if you wanna see my very first game, my firstborn even, I recommend checking it out. Go here. My first child, yep. This is technically a fan art. Well, not fan art, it's an official art of my first child. The stairway is my first child. It might not be the best, but still the first. And I still gotta be proud. Wait. Okay, what I'm gonna do is gonna try to imitate what I did with the pattern of the door. Let's see if I can do it right. Imagine telling that to your child. You might not be the best, but I also technically said I am embarrassed of showing you to people. Telling that to your first child, that's horrible. I'm a terrible parent. Holy shit. I'm terrible. Oh my god. This is terrible. This, wait, this goes like this. And then how does this go? Like this. Like these, I think. It's also to this day my most downloaded game. Okay. So far this is working. Now the other side is gonna be more of the same. touch a bit. I can now do the rest by just polishing the door a little bit more. Remove this a little bit. Leave maybe the room to this side of the door. There we go. Let's save. Ooh, it's gonna be a while to finish all this. What could be next? Let's finish detailing the door a bit more. What's the resolution of the canvas? It's 3000 for 4047 and 300 dpi. It's big. The real size of it is this. This is the real size of the canvas. Ta-da! I want to get used to working on bigger canvases, and I think for this one it's gonna be good if it's as big as possible. Now we can do like a bit of an outline for this part of the door, and we can do it in a way that also makes it a bit like a perspective, like it's the relief of the door. Wait, it should be in the top part because we're seeing this from above. Nice. Now the other side. Ever plan on making art tutorials? Technically this kind of counts as an art tutorial. I'm not sure how I would like put my thoughts in order as instructions to be able to make a proper tutorial, but these streams in a way are kind of a tutorial from time to time. I don't think I'm like super good at explaining things or teaching others. When are we getting the Stairway to the HD Director's Cut featuring Dante from Devil May Cry Remastered? Maybe in a couple weeks, I mean. Nah. Maybe someday in the future when I have expanded my universe enough to, I don't know, contact the makers of Devil May Cry and telling them, hey, you wanna do a crossover? all you need is an afro and draw happy little clouds. I am Yomi Ross, it's me. Like I do like explaining from time to time what I'm doing when I draw, so I guess that kind of counts as a tutorial. I don't know what I would be making tutorials about otherwise. But at least I can talk about the things that I'm drawing at the moment. Well, Capcom, it's me, Yomi Monday Gardenia. Please give me Dante. Next Yomi game is gonna be an action game. It's gonna be a Devil May Cry spin-off with Yomi characters, yeah. Tutorial how to hound. Ooh. I would need that tutorial. I wanna learn how to hunt properly. Okay. I think I'm getting a little bit tired, but I still wanna add some more details. What I'm gonna do is gonna be some sparkles. I'm gonna add some more stars here and there, because I feel like this staircase could really use them. It's like a bit of texture here. I'm gonna do it as a texture. Something I have learned is that adding some sort of textures to the drawings really improves the feeling that they give. Sometimes just adding a texture on top of the drawing already completes it very well. Never draw high resolution because most detail will be lost most of the time and you can see the whole image in its resolution. Yeah, that's something I've struggled with a lot because I do tend to zoom in a lot and focus on the super tiny details very often. I think that's something that can be solved by learning to draw while zooming out from time to time, which is something I'm trying to get used to, but it's difficult. So that's one of the things I want to learn how to do properly. Yo, officer, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna also add a bit of shadow to these ones. I kinda wanna fix these over here. Wait. I like how it's turning out so far. Oh wait, no. Is it this one? Yes. So we can finish adding the staircase shape. Yeah, glad you're doing good. All's fine here, yep. I'm finally happy to be drawing again after so long. This drawing had been waiting to be continued for super long. I'm still gonna have to add some lines to it, I think. So right now it's just the background painted. I think this needs some more. This needs some more contrasting colors. For example, these like the door, maybe. Maybe even something darker, I think. I'm gonna experiment with colors. Bogus Vinted? Would you sit in the edge like that in real life, Yomi? No. I would not. I would be super afraid. I am not a friend of heights. I would be panicking a little bit, probably. Last time I was in a tall place, my legs were trembling. I was not enjoying it. It was scary. Didn't even like walking to the top of the bleachers back in school. Tall places are scary. They were made of concrete and had no safety rails. No. Why? Why would they have no safety rails? This is something that actually my dad pays a lot of attention to in video games. There's a lot of places like in Genshin and in Star Rail that are like, they have like high passages in tall places. And they rarely have safety rails. And my dad is always like, why do they not have safety rails? How can people live here? I fall from the carpet. Scary. Not because of my height. Maybe it's a very, very thick carpet, you know? I think that's what it is. It was a lot of fun. You had to hop up the steps because of how tall they were. Our genius gym coaches made us run up and down them without safety railings. I hope that nothing bad ever happened. That's why you never went to heaven. Too high. Yep. I don't wanna go there. It's really, really high up there. Really scary. When they make, I don't know, an elevator or something, maybe I will consider it, but for now... For now it's a no for me. Okay, now this looks a lot more complete, I think. I need to get better at drawing, like, environments, I think. One of the things I want to improve. Drawing painted environments. Because I always feel like I end up drawing them without much contrast. And that's something I could improve. Add a bit of this dust. There's probably a better way to give a finishing to this. I feel like this is not quite... But I guess for now it is okay. It could be so much better. But again, it can always be That's the first step. I also feel like this shadow maybe would fit better somewhere else. Maybe if it was a different color? What if the shadow was here? Because if we consider the light of the candles, the light source, maybe it can be here. Might work, I think. What we can do is add a bit of brightness inside. Something that really helps with shadows is to make them a bit darker at the edges. There we go, it looks a bit more natural like this. Still feel like I could improve the border. Because these, for example, it looks like it's entirely made of like the gathering of stars in the screenshot. Shadow the Hedgehog! We're gonna remember that, thanks to the nice little tip, Shadow the Hedgehog. Yep. I think this should all be, like, made of stars, maybe. It's difficult. Yo, what's up, cool? Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! I am struggling. I am struggling immensely. But I'm happy. I love drawing! I love drawing so much. Oh look, maybe this is what I was looking for. This effect! I think this effect is what I was looking for. We're gonna go with this. Even if we're now painting on top of her, I'm gonna fix that. Sorry. Is drawing that good? Then where's drawing 2? This is drawing 2. Drawing 1 ended. The first season ended months ago. So now we're finally doing drawing 2. The sequel. It had been a long while, but finally. The long-awaited sequel. Thank you! Let's add some more. Maybe also some with... Oh, that's the sparkles. That's not stars, that's just sparkles. Gonna add a bit of the red ones too. I think this is a bit closer to what I wanted to do. Maybe I've done too much with this brush, but I think if we add some effects, it might just work. Because something I haven't done yet is adding effects. What if I do this? Wait. Not this. I'm gonna do it with this. We're gonna try some layer effects. What we needed is a little bit of glow. We needed to add a little bit of glow. Now it's gonna give us a slightly different feel, I think. If we start trying some different ones, it's gonna be a bit hard for a lot of them to stand out because it's with a dark background, so oh, look at this one. This one makes a bit of a red glow. Cool. The difference is a little bit noticeable, I think. Drawing, I hope they find a cure. There's no cure. We just need to keep drawing. There's no solution to it. Drawing is forever. I think I'm gonna use maybe but heart mix looks pretty cool. I think if I look at that. Right now this stands out a lot, but if I blend it, you can turn it into just a slightly red effect. There we go. Let's add some lens flare for the photo. Someone must have taken this photo. Post-processing. A little bit for now. Look, it gives a bit of a different feel. It's very barely noticeable, but I think it's a good idea. We're gonna do a lot of these when everything is finished to be able to complete everything well. For now, we just gotta keep painting. Since I'm still practicing painting this way, I'm gonna rely a lot on layer effects and stuff. I'm gonna put a bit more contrast in the hair here, and after this I think we're gonna leave it for today because I'm a bit hungry and tired, and I think it's been some good progress for today. Time passed super fast. I'm really glad I can finally draw again. Maybe I'll continue it on stream, maybe I'll continue it a little bit outside of stream too, because I do want to have it in time. So maybe next Thursday I'm gonna continue it a little bit more. Let's get a bit of shadows here. I'm gonna shade it with purple. I wanna start being a bit more daring with the shading colors that I use. And also something that I need not be afraid of is of doing very strong shadows like these. Sometimes you just have to make very big shadows. can always make the inside of the shadow a bit lighter. And blend it all a little bit. Maybe a bit difficult. Looks down upon the hamster disapprovingly. This is because I'm getting way too close to the tablet. So I'm staring at Yomi very, very strongly. This is me getting in shrimp formation. Sometimes the darkest shadow hides the deepest truths. That's the wisdom of the day. Let's also finish the hands a bit more. Edgar Allan Poe second. The 21st century. Over here. I think we're gonna leave it here for today. Next day, we're gonna try to add some more details. I may have made some more progress of stream for next day. If I can find a moment to work on it, maybe I will continue it a little bit. But if not, I'm probably gonna continue it next Thursday. Hopefully I can have it in time for the anniversary of the stairway. But for now, I'm gonna leave it here for today. Are you streaming more this week besides tomorrow? Only tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday. Yep. After tomorrow, I'm gonna take the weekend off. And I'll be back on Monday to continue drawing chibis because I'm never truly free of that prison. But tomorrow I'm gonna be finishing Start Stealing Prince. Yeah. We're gonna get to the end, at last. We're gonna see the ending of the game. And then I'm gonna have to think about what game to play next. That's always the difficult part because I have a lot of games to choose from. But yeah, thank you all so much for accompanying me today. Muchas gracias por acompañarme hoy. Así que por ahora cuidaos mucho y nos veremos a la próxima. For now, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!